Hey guys, what's up? Mike from Wakey here. I'm here today to give you a sneak peek of our upcoming album, Salvation.
Salvation comes like a light turned on. Salvation comes, salvation comes.
So the first track on the album is All It Takes Is a Little Love. We chose this to open up the album because it's got a ton of energy and it's got a lot of things I think that Wakey fans really enjoy. You know, great big strings at the bridge, a huge choir singing. So I think probably my favorite part of the song is the first time that the chorus drops. So we can listen to that now.
Get me through the night. All it takes is a little love. 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 A little love. All it takes is a little love.
So the second song on the album is called Through the Night. And this is the one that probably will be the most scary for our longtime fans when they first hear it. Sue, our community manager, told me that when she first heard it, she was terrified, and then literally by the second or third listen, it was one of her favorite songs off the album. So hopefully a lot of Wakey fans will have that experience. It creates this really crazy soundscape where there's like screaming kids, and there's a vocoder, and there's all kinds of sounds that we've never used before. But I guess, you know, what's the point of making an album if we're not going to evolve a little bit? So anyway, I'll play you guys a snippet from the bridge of this one. I think it's actually one of my favorite parts of one of my favorite moments on the album. The third song on the album is called Stop the World. This is the one that I think of. The chorus says, I just want to stop the world and dance with you. To me, it feels like the Dance So Good of this album. But it's got this really beautiful piano line that goes through with this really driving synth bass. And the best part of the song to me is the bridge. The bridge of the song is such an amazing moment. It's got this great big lift, and it changes keys, and the song just kind of explodes.
Yeah, you know, girl, you know say the word, we'll get lost without a trace. Yeah, you know, girl, you know, wanna go and get lost without a trace. I just wanna stop the world and dance with you.
So the next song on the album is called Wake Up, and this is one a lot of you guys probably have heard before because this is the one that leaked before the album came out. And we've done a lot of changes on it since then. That was just like it was literally the first demo of the song. So the version of it now has got a much deeper groove. The lyrics have changed a lot, and the idea was when we were writing, we wanted to write something that had this really old Appalachian melody, and so we tried to create that, but then bring it into the 21st century with, you know, the sonic landscape that it was in. So I don't know, I really love this song right from the top, so we'll just give you a hit in the first chord.
Lily, I love you, Lily, I love you, Lily, I love you, but I just don't sleep. Maybe it's you, maybe it's me, trying to be everything I think you need. And maybe you love me, maybe you don't. Maybe I'm scared of waking up alone. If you think you're gonna leave, and you better say so. Lily, I really hope you don't.
So the next song on the album is called I Like You. This one is about communication really in the 21st century. So a lot of times people will talk by just sending a text message or email or whatever, and that's all a great way to keep in touch, but nothing really replaces hearing somebody's voice and actually speaking to someone that you really love. I'll give you a preview of the chorus.
I just wanna talk to you. I just wanna hear your voice again. I just wanna let you know, wherever I may go, you with me. 'Cause I like you, I like you, I like you a lot. I like you, I like you, I
next song on the album is called Nothing's Cool, and it's one of my favorites from the album. And it's basically just about missing someone, but it's a really sweet song. It's got this crazy snare sound that comes in when the song really drops for the first time, which is right after the first chorus, I guess you would call it. But then the song really builds throughout and explodes at the end. But I'll give you a preview of that first moment where the snare comes in.
Nothing's cool when I'm missing you. When I'm missing you.
The next song on the album is called Anhedonia. This is one that you guys might recognize because I've been playing it out for a while. Anhedonia is a form of depression that happens when you lose the ability to feel joy in everyday life. So it's such a beautiful word that means such a horrible thing. So that's kind of a recipe for a song in itself. This is the most string-drenched moment on the album. We really wanted to make it almost just a huge soundscape. And I don't know, I'm really proud of it. It's this beautiful string quartet that comes in. So I'll play you a little bit of that moment. The next song on the album is called Waste Away. This is another one of my all-time favorites. This song, it's got a lot of space in it, a really, really broad kind of soundscape happening. One of my favorite aspects of this song, we have this really talented girl named Liza Colby that came in and created this whole backing choir of herself singing, and that comes in, and when it does, it's amazing. It feels like something off like a Stones album or something. It makes me so happy. So I'll give you a preview of that moment. Always and Forever is next, and this song is basically, it's probably one of the biggest songs on the album. It's got just a huge choir of dudes like chanting at the end, and it's a really exciting moment. But there's a melody that happens in it that I think is one of my favorite melodies that I've ever written, and it's in the first pre-chorus, so I'll give you a preview of that.
Singing all of those nights on the Lower East Side. If you hadn't been there, I'd have never survived. And we sang from our hearts, and we drank till we dropped. And I swore as I laid by your side.
The next song on the album is called Salvation. Obviously, that's the title of the album as well. It's the title track. And the reason it's the title track is because I think that it's really the emotional core of the album. You'll hear a lot of sounds in it that you might not be used to hearing in our old material. But they're sounds that I think are jubilant, that are exciting, and they really encapsulate kind of how the song feels to me. To have that moment of where you realize that it's all going to be okay. The last album had a lot of moments that were like that on it, and I know that the audience really connected to those, so it was important to me to have that emotional core in this album. So I hope people really take time to listen to the lyrics and connect to this song. The bridge of it is probably one of my favorite things that I've ever written, so I'll give you a little bit of that now. closer of the album is a song called Homeland. And this is one, I mean, it's a really huge, almost like stadium rock song, and the chorus has this change in it from the 1 chord to a minor 5. So anyone that's a music nerd out there will know what that means. But basically, it's a very kind of unusual change, but it sounds so exciting when it happens. So I guess I'll give you a preview of that moment. So that is your preview of our album Salvation. I hope you guys enjoyed the album as much as we've enjoyed making it.